Welcome people to the new day tutorial. Today we'll be looking at introduction to CorelDraw for the beginners, those that are starting new, and possibly even if you've been into the system you might have forgotten the names of certain things. It's a refresher's training. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Use the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell button for all notifications. Thank you. Okay, let's quickly go to our CorelDraw. Now, it doesn't matter the version of CorelDraw you're using. You can be using version 11, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, even 22. So it doesn't matter. CorelDraw has the same basics. Just that for you to upgrade, it gives you new features, make you do certain things more easier. All right, I'm using CorelDraw 2020. Where once you just open to your CorelDraw, you allow it to load, it will come to your welcome screen. And your welcome screen, you have get started for the new persons. We have workspace, what is new, learning, get more. Then if you are offline, it will give you this notification here that you are offline. Now when you are on your workspace, it allows you to see several things and like that. So now get started. That's where we are. It allows you to see the past designs you've done recently in your CorelDraw. But if you're going to start new one, you just click on new document. You see the cross here, you click on it and it will give you this pop-up. Now you need to write the name of the document. For example, you want to design let's say okay, let's say we want to design a poster. Let's say we want to design poster, and you check that poster, is it for printing or is it going to be used for only online posting? So you need to understand those two. If it is for online posting, you go for RGB. If it is for printing, you go for CMYK. So I like using RGB because even if I'm to print it, there are other things I will need to do, which will come up later. So now your page size, the poster, is it A4, A5, is it A4 or A3, depending on what you want to use it for. You now select, I'll use A4. Now, what is that unit of measurement that you prefer using? Is it millimeter, is it inches, is it points, pixels, any of them, feet, yards? What do you want to do? I like using inches, so I will go for inches. Then you now check your orientation. Do you want it to be a landscape or portrait? You pick any one you want. Now you go for resolution. How big do you want it to? What is the quality you want? You take the 300, 500. I like using 500 for my job. So in this case, I will go with 300 and I will click OK. You allow it to load and it gives me my new page. I've done some settings. That's why you see the dark background and the white background. You see that in our other tutorial. So now here comes you to the CorelDraw workspace. Now there are certain things you need to know. We will start from here. This place is called the title bar. On the title bar, the name of that document you're working on is there. Is it Mr. So flyer, so church flyer, poster, this and that, whatsoever name you gave it when you were opening the document as new. That is where you find it, on the title bar. We also have the next one here, we call it the menu bar. On the menu bar, you have the file tab, you have the edit tab, you have the view tab, you have the layout tab, you also have object tab, you have the effects bitmap tab, and in each of these tab, it has contents of that tab. So like in the file tab, when you click on the file tab, you see things like new from template, open, recent, close, or all these are here. On the edit tab, you have everything you need here. On the view tab, likewise the layout tab, the object tab, and the effects tab, the bitmap tab, the text tab, the table tab, tools tab, and so on and so forth. You have the window tab, the health tab. Now note that if you are using let's say Corel 11 or Corel 13, this might differ. But what you should know that here is called the menu bar, where you have the major activities you need to do for this CorelDraw in this work. Okay, now we also have where we call the property bar. Now, so in this case, now let me quickly before we go on, let me quickly show you something. Now when you right click anywhere here, it gives you these names. Now so in each of them, it has what it stands for. Now here we have what we call the property bar. Now if you select anything, let's say for example I want to if anything you do, the properties of each of, let's say you want to draw a thing, the property of it will display what is the size is here, that's the width and the height is here. So it is in that property bar you get these informations. Now we also have the standard bar. Here is called the standard bar. Now what you need to do, like save is there, you want to open a new document, you want to create a new document, you want to open from the existing is here, you want to save it, you want to import, you want to export, you want to redo, undo, you want to copy, you want to paste, it's on the standard bar. All these things is on the standard bar, while on the property bar you have this. Now we also have what we call the tool bar. Remember we have toolbox and toolbar. Now let me show you something. This is where we call the toolbox. This is where we call the toolbox. For example, I want to draw a polygon. I click on the polygon and I click and drag. Now you see that something pop up here. If this is not here, you see that there is nothing like toolbar here. But as soon as I pick a tool, a bar comes out. Immediately this bar pops out. That is what we call the tool bar. Okay, other things you also need to see is the rulers. When I'm moving my my cursor, you see something, it's moving here and here. So this is my ruler here and here, the vertical and the horizontal ruler. It helps you in dimensioning. Maybe you want to take dimension, the toolbar will help you. And on this property bar, let me go back a bit to the property bar. This is a landscape. Remember, when you newly created your document, there was a place to tell you, to ask you for orientation. Even if you did not take the orientation there, if you come here, when you create your document, you come to the property bar, you can easily get it here. It allows you interchange from landscape to portraits, landscape to portraits. So now we also have what we call the drawing window. This space you have here, this black space, is called the drawing window. And we also have, now for example, you want to bring in documents and you don't want it to be on a certain page, you can keep them around here on your drawing window. We also have where we call drawing page or workspace. The place you see whites here is what we call workspace or drawing space. That's where all your drawing is going to be done. If you must export that document, if you must save that document for printing or for online posts, it must fall into this drawing page. We also have document view page. We have the document navigator, like here is called not the document navigator. Now I have only one page. If I click here, you see that I have two pages. Let's say I had a drawing here and I come to page 1. You will not see that drawing here. It's only when you come to here, you click on the document navigator. That's only when you can get to see your document. So this place is called document navigator. Now we also have a place called status bar. Several things happen on this here on the status bar. For example, I want to draw this here. You see what happens on my status bar? The width, the height, the center, the layer is all displayed on the status bar. The status bar is where you get the information of what you are doing. Now here you have the fill and the outline all on the status bar. Let's say I put a color yellow to this circle. See what happens? The color comes here. This is displayed, all this display is on what? Status bar. All right, we also have what we call the navigator. Remember, this is document navigator. We also is called navigator. Now come here. Let's say this document was so zoomed in and we have other documents in it. So we use the navigator to move around the workspace. It is in the navigator that you can use the forward and the backward, the up and down navigator. It helps you to view your workspace. We also have what is called the color palette. This way, if you want to color your object, your text, you come here, and if you click here, it will give you so many colors in there. So you can come here at any time and get your color done. So that is what we are going to look at today, basically, in this tutorial for today. So in our next tutorial, we'll be looking at how to use each of these tools in the toolbox. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so.